What you need to know about Zillow. Okay, so what's the deal with Zillow? Where does the legendary Zestimate come from? And can you rely on this number? And how to ensure your house is strategically showcased on this valuable platform. I say valuable platform because although most agents do not like Zillow, I'm a millennial and I can't help but like easy to navigate, easy to use platforms like this. The fact is that Zillow is the #1 real estate website with over 157 million users and over 7 billion visits in 2018. With that many visitors and users, it's important to me as an agent because I know my clients are on Zillow and I need my listings to be on the forefront of this platform. Where does the Zestimate come from? The Zestimate is comprised of a raw range of estimated public data and sales of comparable homes in a neighborhood. Remember, Zillow is based on algorithms, so when it's pulling comparables, it's pulling what a computer can measure, which means straight facts like bed count, bath count, square footage, and lot square footage. So, what's missing from this? A lot. Is your home updated? To what extent? Is it remodeled? To what extent? What are the finishes like? Is the house new? What's the location in the neighborhood? What's the popularity of that neighborhood? Does it have a view? What's the desirability of that view? And what does that equate to in dollars? This is where your agent comes in and why an agent is so important, because we evaluate all of that in addition to your timing when we come up with a list price together. The thing to remember is that the Zestimate is merely a starting point and they can be wildly off, especially when it comes to unique homes and custom builds. As an agent, I know the depth and reach of Zillow. So here's what you need to know no matter what Zillow says your house is worth. If you are selling your house, you will be on there because the MLS syndicates directly to Zillow and other websites, so you want to be sure your agent is a premier agent. A premier agent costs us some mega bucks, but it allows us to be able to pre-market listings as coming soons, which not only generates traction while your property is being prepared for sale, but coming soon listings always come up first when being searched, which means more eyes on your property. Also, once the property goes live to the public and it accumulates days on market, it begins to lose placement and falls to the bottom in relation to other newer properties. As a premier agent, we compensate Zillow so our properties continue to populate to the top, which means more eyes and more traction on your house. We as premier agents are also branded to your property. What does that mean? If an agent is not branded to their listing and one of the 7.182 billion people that visit Zillow call on it, they could get any agent who is paying for that lead from anywhere in Arizona who knows limited information about your house, giving them information about your house and trying to sell it to them. Do you want that? Or do you want your listing agent who knows all of the major selling points about your home to take that call and talk about your property? Because if it were me and if it were my house, I'd want my agent who I trust to be talking about it. That's why I hired them and that's why I'm compensating them. Overall, Zillow is an excellent platform that is super user-friendly and a great resource. But just be realistic. Use it for exploring and getting to know an area, and look at the Zestimate realistically and as more of a starting point in your research, and make sure your agent knows the depth and reachability of the platform and why it's useful.